Alright, there we go. We're live.
Thank you, Fluffy.
Alrighty. Hello and welcome to #drunkengaming. I am Baron von Quonk, and here we are tonight with the beginning of the end of Oh the Horror. Unfortunately, Cactus couldn't be here tonight because
The werewolf got him.
but anyways,
Reasons.
reasons. So
capital R.
Tonight I'm drinking, I figured I'd get in the season, so Pumpkin Pie Ale by Guadalupe Brewing Company.
Let me see the can.
Hold on.
It's not a fancy can, it's just a
Pumpkin pie's next month, dude.
yeah. But it's
It starts in October, man.
yeah, it's pumpkin season.
It's
pumpkin season. Yeah, pumpkin pie ale.
Sodas.
Like end of September is pumpkin season.
The HEB I went to get the sodas and everything.
Mm.
Didn't have any of the vanilla cola, but they had pumpkin pie.
Oh, God.
And they had candy cane.
Candy cane is the worst.
All right,
one.
so
Yeah.
tonight I'm wearing these little doohickeys here. These are little skull earrings that were made by our very own Fluffy.
Yep, check out my Instagram. You'll be able to see in stories or in my feed as I make them.
Yeah. On Instagram, he's Fluffy Cajun. All of our contact information is down below in the About Us section. So
Actually, with the exception of the tray that the Baron rolls in, I think you made everybody's boxes, didn't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
And as always, once we hit that magic number of 50 follows, we will be raffling off this dice set that Fluffy is using.
That I'm using as the DM right now.
So we use in-game.
The dice and stuff. So it is DM used and DM approved because I actually have rolling some pretty high numbers with them. So
I don't want to talk about it.
I know. I'm putting that magic in there.
I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it.
So I guess with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to drink my beer and get in character.
I don't
So-
know how it tastes. The idea of a pumpkin pie beer just, I don't know.
It's pumpkin-y, not very pie-y.
Not very pie.
And you're
but-
dripping off the cookie dust
Yeah.
there.
It's definitely pumpkin-y. But
Yeah.
anyways, so
Pumpkin in a good way or a bad way? You chug it and let us know. Like for any moderators watching, he always chugs the beer like that. That's just what he does.
drink responsibly, or
Yep.
if you want to be irresponsible and insist on being irresponsible, do so in a responsible manner.
Have it
This is
back
my
up.
house. I don't drive. That's the one beer I'm going to have tonight. Maybe one more. But anyways, on to Fluffy.
Alright. So, recap the last game. Karaka, Roe, and TNT went to Lord Alexei Jokolovich's little ball. I can't say little, it's the biggest ball
It was a pretty righteous shot.
ever had. Yeah, it was great. And we discovered that vampires exist. And that there's plenty of them. We also found out Jokolovic has a little secret of his own, being that he's a vampire himself. We found out
already knew that.
Oh yeah, our little belly dancer Miru is also one as well.
That was surprising.
In fact,
Didn't surprise me that much. But I've been hanging out with Fluffy for so long.
Well, I mean, I knew something was up with her. I was thinking just some weird magical gypsy chick.
the biggest thing is like, she's a bard! That's not at all, but yeah.
You just now figured this out?
And poor TNT succumbed to vampirism. Or well, was drained. Whether or not he fully lives, we'll find out in a little bit.
I'm a little crazy.
And unfortunately,
Worse than normal.
Karaka, our fearless wilderness hunter, was attacked by a large wolf-like creature. And then Ro. Nothing happened to him. He's the luckiest son of a bitch out of this group. Because he decided to take the sewers, which are safer now.
Well, and not to mention that, also at the party itself, that I had just pretty badass.
Yeah.
You definitely.
With the little Rey Mysterio 619 action. It was amazing. And with that, we will start tonight's adventure with Ro. In fact, we'll start as soon as he drops down into the sewers from the party.
So I drop into the sewers and I make my way back to Mad Brown. Gonna sell some of the stuff that I was able to snag, like the ring, and my plan was originally to get rid of the silverware until that came into use. So I actually have plan B for that, so I'm not going to be getting rid of the silverware.
So you have real silverware.
I mean, that works. Why do I not have...
Problem?
No, it's alright. I would just use... This is why we need a producer on this stuff. This is...
Yeah.
Well, we're all rich and famous, you know.
Yeah.
We have money to burn.
There.
And, as always, folks, chime in if you want to see Ro do anything. I'm always taking suggestions. Also, if there's any technical difficulties, please let us know. Sound's not coming through loud enough or whatever. Just tell us so we can
let us know.
Fix that. All right.
So as you drop down into the sewers, you've know this route from this area without a problem. You know exactly where to go from Mad Brown. It's going to take you about 10 minutes or so. I mean, it's a little bit quicker than having to go from the alchemy lab, but...
That's the AC.
Okay. It's like sounding like one of the cats was dying. So as you get to Mad Brown, I mean, it's the normal hustle and bustle of the Undercity. And he's not there. His bodyguard's there, but he's not in the shop. You don't hear him.
Hey, mate. The bodyguard.
Yeah, what you want?
Where's old Mad Bear?
Yeah, he stepped out for a little bit. I think he went over to oh god, what's her name? I can never remember her name. Something freaky about her, I don't know. Right down there, 3 stalls down. Yeah, right. I think that's it.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Who knows, Matt Brown?
All right, I'm gonna get chicken out. All right, yeah. So I scamper off.
Okay.
You scamper.
As you go down the different stalls and stuff, you come up to one that is a bit familiar. They sell some of the less than illegal wares. They're illegal, just less than true illegal.
Less than legal.
Down here, it's fine. Up above, it's but it's normally intoxicants for the most part, like really heavy duty ones.
Excellent.
So you go down, and it seems like a normal stall. There's an elderly rat folk lady at this little kind of table with what's happening? I don't know.
Taking care of the lighting before.
Yeah. I don't know where my sewer sounds are. That's.
Todd, can you go turn off that light behind you? It's on the wall by the TV. Yeah. We are just not on top of it tonight, people. I apologize. It is a Friday night. We're usually doing this on Saturdays. We're all. No, that's good. There we go. And it's also really bugging me that I cannot put my screen in dark mode. And I just...
You really want to.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you see she's on this like little lounge kind of thing. It's in purple fabric and stuff. It looks really comfy. She's sitting there with like this one of those long cigarette holder kind of things, and at the end of it, it's a rolled joint. It's a joint. He's just sitting, darling, welcome. What is your name?
Ro.
Oh. Fancy. I've been hearing about you down here. Mm-hmm.
I'll bet you have.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm looking for Matt Brown.
Matt Brown? Well, for a little something, I might be able to tell you where he's at.
Well, keep it,
What sort of something we talking
A
about?
little coinage. My purse is feeling a bit light right now.
I reach in and I pull out a gold coin. He's like, did this do anything for you?
Yeah, it's fine. She reaches out, gingerly takes it, slips it somewhere like... in fact, roll a perception.
Did you pull a Jack Sparrow? Pull it on your fingers and just like...
Perception is 13 plus... So 28.
28? Okay, yeah. You see her just kind of as slip it somewhere near her waist, but that's about it. Like, yeah, go. Why don't you go right behind that curtain right over there, and you might be able to see Matt Brown.
Alright.
If he's still with us.
What do you mean if he's still with us?
Yeah, we'll see. Although I have to say, most of my patrons aren't always still with us when they're here.
Alright, so I go check on Mad Brown.
Okay.
Sounds like he's either totally wasted
Or
or
dead.
like he's like in pieces someplace.
As you peel back the curtain, yeah, make a fortitude save.
He's dead.
19.
Okay, yeah. You meet this strong pungent odor, and you know it's akin to opium.
Okay.
But it's filled this whole area, and for some reason it's staying behind the curtain. You can't really tell what, but it's fine. You go down, you see on either side there's like just big rooms filled with other rat folk and humans and some elves and a couple orcs, like full orcs, one dwarf. And they're just sitting there with hookahs all connected with that strong opium kind of smell coming from it.
It's quite the hookah pipe. How many pipes you got coming off of that thing?
About 4 each. You know,
Hmm.
everybody has a nice time with the opium. It's all good. And as you go a little bit further down, you're looking left and right, and you finally see Matt Brown. He's on your left, and he's just sitting there. He's like a little bit of drool coming down from the corner of his mouth.
Okay. I try to rouse him.
Matt Brown. Matt.
Kick him. His foot. I kick his foot. Yeah.
Who's there?
It's me, Ro.
Ro? I know a Ro.
You're not gonna be any help to me right now, I can tell.
Row your boat. I'd like boats.
That's a good one.
I'd like boats. Row, right, row. I got something for you, Row.
What's that?
Come here.
I lean in.
Your mama smells like elderberries. It just peels off into this long, winding laughter spiel. And it kind of knocks back out.
Alrighty.
Do I try and smack him or cause him a little bit better?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of
Okay,
smack him.
make an attack. What'd you roll?
19.
What is it overall?
Really, really high.
So my attack is based off of dexterity, so...
Because your finesse little hands.
He's got finesse little claws.
Yep.
It'd be under the... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Sorry.
blanked.
That's fine.
So dexterity modifier. That's
Mhm.
what I'm adding. Okay. That is 23.
That's a crit roll.
Knock his head off.
Snap!
Your damage is what, 1d4? Red floor is a 1d6.
We're trained and unarmed, right? Yeah, trained.
You're trained and unarmed.
You're a small creature.
Actually, I'm an expert. I know.
Yeah, you're small. It's still a 1d4.
You're
So yeah, go ahead and roll a d4.
What did you
One of
do?
the things updated it.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1d4.
Mm-hmm. What's your strength modifier?
-2. What?
So you did 3 damage to him. Yeah, you just like straight up pimp slap him. It's more sound than it is physical. Is that episode? He's like, Ro? What are you doing here, Ro?
I've got some stuff for you, Matt.
Some stuff? What kind of stuff? I like stuff.
Well, I pull out the ring, and with the garnet, the silver ring.
Mm-hmm. I can't see too well, my boy. Can you take me back to the shop?
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah.
Good.
I
Help him out. Roll in athletics. I mean, yeah, athletics. Yeah.
Athletics is so 17.
Okay. Yeah, with the little stumbling once in a while, you're able to get him back to the den. The bodyguard, he sees us. He grabs Matt Brown's like, oh, not again. Brings him over. He takes him to the back room area. It's a place you haven't been too often, but it's just filled with trinkets. You know, like Ariel's stash, her boat stash. It's like that, but 50 times worse. You know, I mean, there's silverware, there's goblets, there's wooden boxes and metal objects and just weird stuff everywhere. Things he's collected or found in the trash or anything like that. The bodyguard sets him down onto a stool, reaches over and grabs a little wooden cup, fills it up with water, and just splashes it in Matt Brown's face. Like, surrounding me, man. And he's like, oh, I think I'm good now. Yeah, okay. You said a silver ring with a garnet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Reaches over and picks up his little jeweler's eyeglass and starts looking at it. Oh, it's fake.
What?
No. The band is real, but the garnet's fake. Where'd you get this from?
How much of that stuff were you smoking?
Just the usual.
God, I got it. Nigga!
I mean, it's. He starts pulling out drawers and stuff, and here we go. Picks up a little garnet. He's like, take a look for yourself. You can see the difference. This one's, it's glass.
So
You do perception.
rolls are with me tonight. It's a 17, 15, 32.
Yeah, you could tell that the one on the ring, it's glass. It's red colored glass to look like ruby. So whoever it was, you took it off of. The band is real. The band is real silver, but like they didn't have the money to get the ruby. So So one of the rich folk was wearing somewhat costume jewelry.
All right. Well, that was a waste of nothing.
I'm sorry about that, bro.
Well, man, Brown, I want to ask you something.
Yeah, I may have an answer.
This coat you made me here, yeah.
Uh-huh.
These pockets are in a...
Pull out like a handful of treats and hand it to him.
Like, whoa, he starts eating the one they gave him.
Can you make one big enough for this? Conceal it.
Well, that's a mighty fine challenge there, yeah. I think so. I might be able to, yeah. It might, Come back in 3 days.
All right, what'll do?
And at that,
After that, he just like puts out on the desk, and the body goes like, I'll make sure he works on it.
Thanks, Lenny.
Yeah, not a problem, Ro. Careful out there.
See you in a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I scamper off. Go back to the shop, Clancy's shop.
The Alchemy Lab? Okay. It doesn't take you too long. Do you want to go above street or the underground passage?
Underground passage.
Underground passage? Okay. Yeah. When you go through the area where you had fought the zombies and the not Clancy, it's been completely cleaned up. You know, there's... You could tell that the constabulary did their job and everything's been sanitized. In the sewer, yeah. So you happen to go up the back hatch and about this time you're looking at about 1-2 o'clock after midnight. So Clancy's he's in his chair holding his spell book and he's just snoring.
I kind of like excitedly run up to him.
Clancy! Clancy!
Yes, Roy.
I've got an idea. I need your help.
What do you have in mind? God damn, I'm stuck in that voice. Oh, damn you, Clancy. You're going to lose me tonight.
Oh, no.
No, yes. We're good now. Yes. What can I help you with, bro?
So, like, excitedly, I start fishing through my pockets and pulling out treats and forks and...
You hungry? Help yourself. Yeah, they're good. I like this one. I like this one.
Start seeing a little bit.
And
this is fantastic. Yeah.
And then I take
good.
this, I'm like just like super excited. I had this idea. And I kind of come over to the workbench and I brush everything off and I throw all the silver down and I put the gun in there. And I was like, tonight, I fought a vampire.
A vampire? God damn it! No, I'm gonna keep going back to that. Damn.
Oh, a vampire.
A vampire? Oh no, a vampire.
You know, I had this idea. So crazy. But what if we took this silver and we enchanted this skull with it? So I can fire my baubles and they'd be treated with silver.
Well, if you want...
Yeah. It's like, yeah. I mean...
That is a very good idea. I should have done that accent when we were talking all night. Yes. Silver Sheen, yes. That will... Nah, I'm not... Fuck it, I can't do it tonight. I don't know. It's a Friday. I can't do it.
Not normal gaming night.
Yeah, it's not normal gaming night. No voices. Oh, yes. We will very much be able... There we go. We will very much be able to do a Silver Sheen, yes. You see, Silver Sheen... He sets his book down. He leads you downstairs to the little lab. And he picks up this container. And he pops open the top and he shows you the inside. It's like liquid silver on the inside. You see what did? God damn. That's right. It's gonna come and go. With this, you can coat anything, and for For an hour, it will be silver. It will be treated as silver. Unfortunately, after the hour, the ammunition or the weapons will return back to normal. It wears off after time. It'll like kick off or chip off, whatever. If you're fighting things, we can fill glass bubbles with the silver sheen. That is not a problem. We can make silver ammunition. That is possible too. They did it back in the war, but the vampires are now out, and where's Karaka and TNT?
Oh, I don't know. I got out of there.
Well, that is not good. That is not good. But yes, we will be able to make silver ammunition. Yes, that would be very helpful against vampires and other creatures of the darkness. Yes, we can get on it right now if you wish. Although I should sleep a little bit more. I've done a lot of studying.
Sorry. You can start on the first thing in the morning.
Well, actually, he goes over to one of his little workbenches and he's looking through little booklets and stuff. Picks one out, like, oh, here. And he flips it open. That is the formula for the silver sheen, if you wish to make it yourself. It is very simple. It's just you melt down some of the silver and you add some of these chemicals right here. In fact, roll a craft alchemy. I'm just gonna be craft.
Like a 16 or 18?
It's a 10.
The 10?
That's fine.
I just
That's
see
my
the two
total.
digits.
And I'm a master now, so I'm a master crafter. So that's like a 29.
Oh yeah, you look at it, you're like, is that easy? It's like he has an abundance of the chemicals and stuff.
You're like,
And
silver sheen, memorized, done.
yeah, in fact, a lot of it's used in the same chemicals are used in doing the photography and the moving pictures that they have developed in the past decade or two. You know. So yeah, I mean, you can do it, not a problem.
Alright.
I mean, you can spend the night or
Yeah, I'm just
however
gonna
long.
go. I'm just gonna go down, just making
Bunch of silver sheen. Okay.
a bunch of silver sheen baubles and a bunch of stuff.
During the day, you can actually go over to the bank, and you can requisition silver using the coin. They're not going to give you a lot. I'll let you roll for that.
You're gonna come back in with, like, a crate full of silver bars. Being
Wheelbarrow.
so much for not giving me very much. Apparently, this is all I got here in the city.
It would be best. I mean, you can always go to the constabulary and talk to Captain Garouche
No.
And-
No, I'm not gonna cover yours.
and see if he'll help you out. Clancy, he's like, they will not let me at the bank. It is. Yes.
What did Clancy do?
Nothing.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be making some silver bolts and some silver bombs, silver sheen bombs.
Okay, I mean, you can make the silver pellets. It's a little bit easier. Because you can put those into your the blunderbuss, and it'll act like a shotgun in that case, and it will do a 5-square spread.
Okay. Well, because I was thinking
It'll
of
be
the-
a splash effect.
All right, and I was thinking too with like a silver sheen bomb kind of thing. Since you said whatever it coats, it acts as silver for an hour.
Mhm.
I figure if I just like shot that, or took one of those and broke it over the head of a undead,
If you do it that way,
kind of like I did with the acid.
the only problem is the silver would have to penetrate them for it to work.
It wouldn't burn them on the outside. Though.
No, maybe a vampire, but if you're going up against a werewolf, no.
Or a zombie.
For a zombie, yeah. Vampires, yeah, you would splash it on them and it would act like acid. But for a werewolf, you would have to coat.
Because like the way I'm thinking is I know there's vampires and
Mhm.
I know there's zombies.
Mhm.
So I'm like mostly prepared for that. I'm
Mhm.
not thinking werewolves,
That's
but I'm
true,
gonna
that's
have
true.
like a happy accident
Probably.
prepared for that. Yeah.
But yeah, you know that.
I mean, I like the shotgun shell.
Yeah, you could probably do the bobble.
That is perfect for blunderbuss.
The silver sheen bobble will be like a cone effect again, kind of like your bombs. The pellets
I'm definitely gonna do some
will
shot.
be
Yeah.
more of like you'll be able to hit 2 squares with it. And that's about it. What damage you roll will be halved between each target. Okay. That's about it.
Okay.
Because it is a spread effect. So yeah. So yeah, you can do that. I mean, you'll have to get the silver to do it.
I can do that.
With all the forks you have, you'll be able to make. You took a lot. You took a lot.
In fact, I think I have a number here.
Depending on the pellet size, you'll be able to make.
I only have 12 silver forks.
12.
Yeah.
You'd be able to make 6 big ones, or about 20 really small ones, like BB size.
So birdshot or buckshot?
Yeah.
I want to do that because I'm gonna get more.
Okay, or is it my phone's
Um,
I'm gonna definitely go get to the. Now that I know that the bank is an option.
The birdshot style will do a 1d6.
Mhm.
The buckshot will do a 1d8.
Okay.
But either way, whatever damage you roll, and that's let's see. Because it's the bonus. No, it'll be 2d6 or 2d8. I'll go with that.
All right. So I'm using how many of the large I can do?
You can do about 6 for the large ones.
Gotcha. All right. So I'll go ahead and do that.
I mean,
now.
what we're talking about, because you're using like 2 of the spoons per shot, and they're big, balls.
First you said spoon, and now you're saying balls.
Yeah, you spin the balls. Yeah. So you want to spend the next couple days doing that? Okay. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, you're able to create a bunch of the silver sheen. Clancy's even helped you a little bit, so it's like you have a large supply, because if vampires are out, then there's going to be a lot of them, because when they feed, they don't necessarily kill, then they turn others. So that was Clancy's biggest worry, was that. So yeah, he's helping you make a whole bunch.
All right.
During that time, Caracas still has not showed up. TNT has not showed up.
I kind of don't notice because I'm in the zone.
Okay.
And then, so like I tell them, now you mentioned the bank.
Oh yes, the bank. Yes, well, yeah, they'll
Yes.
be able to help.
All right, I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna requisition us some silver, so when the other fellas come up, we could get their weapons as well. All right. Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna go over to
So
the
yeah, I'm
bank.
gonna go over the bank.
I wish I had bank sounds. That'd be awesome. I'm just gonna do. Where's my marketplace? Okay, yeah. You go into the bank. It's in the center of the town. It's a little bit smaller than what most people think, but when you're dealing with coins and stuff, you can have a lot in a small area. You walk in and you see the line of tellers and bars everywhere protecting them from you.
People like me.
Yeah, nice wooden display, then bars, and you go walking up to one of the tellers.
Like I'm walking up, like I'm like strutting my stuff, like I'm big shit. I can just kind of walk in there.
Yeah, nobody's paying attention to you. I mean,
Is there a line?
no.
Oh, darn. All right, so yeah, I go up there to the counter And I'm like,
I need some help.
You just see this person kind of. What
Imagine
kind of
like
help?
Harry Potter, like
Yeah. Well, he's a small creature.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine, like, looking down over, like, a big old, that's just me.
Yeah.
I need to make a withdrawal.
Account.
The city of Brattleboro.
Hell, bro. Yeah. No.
I kind of slap the coin on the thing and kind of push it over.
I need to make a withdrawal from the city's silver deposits.
He picks up the coin. No.
You know what that is?
I know exactly what it is. But you're not getting the stuff.
We need it. There's danger afoot.
Danger does not impact this bank.
Listen, man, people will die!
He reaches down. And he pulls out this giant stack of paperwork. Shoves it underneath the bars. Fill that out, come back.
What is this?
Paperwork. We need paperwork. Your coin does not work in the bank. If you want
My
to
coin doesn't work in a
requisition,
bank. What kind of bank is this?
if you want to requisition funds, you will have to fill out this paperwork and get the proper authorization.
I just kind of got it. Slink off.
Strutting in, walking off with a
Yeah.
dictionary full of paperwork.
I guess I need to go to.
You have to go to Garoosh.
To Garoosh.
But you're not the one that he threw around like a rag doll, so he may actually like you.
But I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
Because I've seen what he can do.
Yeah, but again, he's not pissed off at you. That we know of.
He didn't really like me to begin with.
Yeah, but he didn't make you almost crap yourself either,
No.
so you know.
I almost crapped myself watching what he did to you. Yeah. So anyway, so I kind of just slink off over to Garoosh to the Constabulary
As you go in, you're greeted by one of the desk clerks there. Can I help you?
I need to speak to Garoosh.
Captain Garoosh, what is the matter?
Oh, I've got these requisition forms that I need signed so I can get some supplies
Oh,
for a very top secret mission.
a top secret mission. Okay, okay. He kind of scampers off. About a couple minutes.
Scampering. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
scamper everywhere he's scampering.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a really thinly, almost sickly looking young man. It looks like it might have been his first day there as a desk clerk. He comes back and the mountain of a man that is Captain Garoosh is walking behind him, his hands behind his back. Rogue. What can I do for you this day?
And I kind of put the requisition forms on the desk.
I need to get these signed so I can get some supplies so we can make some more ammunition.
What kind of supplies?
I need silver.
What do you need silver for?
There was like 5 of them.
5.
I think that's all I saw.
Very well. He picks up the forms and he starts walking out the door.
I just kind of turn and kind of
You catch up with
you
him.
scamper after him.
yes, I scamper after him.
You go back to the bank. And Garoosh,
I'm walking in like a big shot again.
He walks over to the same teller that gave you the requisition forms, and the teller's like, "How can I help you today, Captain Garoosh?" Garoosh just lightly places like you. This big man just like gingerly places the papers down, pushes it towards the clerk. You will give him what he needs. Yes, Captain. Right away, Captain. I think Gris is like, and he walks away.
What if you say?
They walk up there and they're like,
Now, like we were saying,
How much would you like?
everything you got.
We can't give you everything we got. The bank could handle that.
I'm not asking for your gold. I'm not asking for your coppers. I'm only asking for just a teensy bit of silver.
Well, I can give you a teensy bit of silver, but I cannot give you all the silver.
Half the silver?
I can't give you half the silver either.
At this point, just ask how much he can give you.
How much can you give me?
I will see. He walks off. He makes you wait there for about 30 minutes.
Like a wheelbarrow.
As you see him walking back, and he plops a bag down on the counter and pushes it towards you. That is all we can give you. Now please leave. You're upsetting our patronage.
You can do better than that.
No, we cannot.
People's lives are at stake here.
He closes the little window.
It's vampires!
You just see a lot of people just staring at you. It's like
It's alright, I killed him.
whispering and stuff.
But there could be more. I'm just saying.
Do you want to pick up the bag?
Yes, I pick up the bag.
And look inside.
I look inside.
You have about 50 pieces of silver.
That's not bad.
It could be better.
So, I mean, it'll be enough to make it quite a lot of ammo.
I'm trying to just see if there's something else I could do.
I mean, you can melt them down into arrowheads for the bolts. Or bolt heads. That's
I'm
fine,
going to
too.
go ahead while I'm here, just because it's in my nature,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of quickly look around and notice possible entryways and, encase them joint.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh no. You're casing the bank?
It comes natural.
Oh. It's okay, I won't tell Karaka. Is that a nat 20 or something?
19.
Okay, what was it overall?
It's gonna be like a 30 something.
34.
35?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. As you look around the bank, the entire back wall is this teller-like setup, where it's just that wooden,
Counter?
wooden counter, all the way up to the waist. Although it's past your head at this point, where it's at the waist of most humanoids, long legs.
Mm-hmm.
You got thick metal bars going all the way from the top of the ceiling down to the floor. It's going through the wood into the floor.
How wide apart are the bars?
Not big enough for you to be able to get your head through. There's only one section that's big enough, and that's where they push documents or coinage to.
So I could squeeze in through there.
Possible,
Hey,
but
if Jackie Chan could do it in Rush Hour 2 at the casino.
Rat.
the
You're
bar is
smart.
only about like that big.
He's a rat.
Yeah, you could try. I mean, there'd be penalties to it. But yeah, all other things like that. But you see that the window that he closed was like this big, thick metal sheet that closed all the way down. And you can't see a lock or anything on your side. It's most likely on the other side. From the other side, it's just solid stone wall. And the only way in is the way you came in.
Roof? Sun roof? Moon roof?
No.
And
It's
a
like
glass
it's
fixtures.
sunstones that are up in the ceiling. So it's a magical lighting, but there you can't. Yeah, this is a vault within a vault within a vault kind of
Alright.
situation.
I take my silver bag and I hoist it over my shoulder. And
I mean, you might be able to see in the back, but you would actually have to somehow climb the roof or get on the back of the building.
it's all right.
I mean, from the lobby, there's no way to get to the back.
Okay.
Although employees get back there, but you don't know how just from being inside.
So yeah, I just take the bag and I scurry off
You scurry off back to
Clancy.
Okay. As you go back to Clancy.
You can scamper, it's okay. I just noticed that everybody kept saying, I scamper here, I scamper there.
Well, I'm a rat. How else am I supposed to move?
Out of curiosity, man, what is your acrobatics?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, acrobatics is the total is a 14.
Okay. That's the skill you use for speeding past things.
Yeah.
I can see you getting a critical failure too.
If you do, you're gonna get stuck or knock yourself out, depending on how you try and get through it.
Well, I mean, I have.
You're trying to do the
ability.
Jackie Chan stuff.
Yeah, I have the ability. I'm aching to use it.
I know.
I really haven't.
I mean, you used it to get into the room for the
right, but that was.
sun orb, yeah.
But everybody was already banging their way in there anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you make it back to Clancy. He looks through all the silver and is like, "That is a very good job. Yes, that is a lot of silver. We will be able to use it very well."
Oh, I also need to. Oh no, we can inscribe these and daggers with some silver. I mean, so I guess something just simple on the blade would be enough.
We could take the silver to one of the forges and have them forge weapons out of the silver.
Right, but I was just thinking about not being a little bit more thrifty.
One dagger won't kill you.
We could.
No, I'm just saying it's, it's like that pieces. Like, all right, how many pieces of silver does it take to make a dagger?
Should be about 5.
All right, so it's 5 pieces
or
of
6.
silver. Now,
Well, I mean that'd be like a throwing knife.
Well, for him, he's
Yeah.
small.
Oh yeah, that's right for him. Yeah.
well,
For me, it would take about 8 on
Yeah.
average. As a medium
right,
sized
you know what I'm saying, or that same 5 could
potentially make how many baubles?
right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if we just take the regular dagger and put silver inscribing on it, that should still do the trick, would it not?
Actually,
no.
Would it be a
It's
silver inscribed handle? That's werewolves only.
well, the problem is that the blade itself has to be silver, not the ornamentation or anything. The blade
I just
itself.
figured it would just say silver on it.
Because no. If you do like an inlay of silver on the blade, it'll help, but it's not going to be as potent.
If the
That'll
edge
work.
isn't in silver, like if there's a blood groove that's filled with silver, if you stab, those little grooves will hurt, but
Yeah,
it won't do much else.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
it's not gonna. You'd have to make the entire weapon out of silver,
Okay.
or do the silver sheen.
Yeah.
And the silver sheen would be a little bit better. Because I
Also,
mean,
if I
a
have
silver
sheen
dagger.
for the regular old daggers,
Yeah.
it might be. I mean, it would get me
Yeah.
through it. It would get me through a fight.
Yeah,
So.
but I mean, your bobble or the.
Ooh, what about
the-
a silver bayonet?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm not even there. I'm not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
gonna attach that to
you
the
can
end of the-
you can make silver weapons. It's not a problem. It's just a little bit more economical to do the silver sheen because you don't use as much of the coin to do the sheen.
Yeah, I can do the sheen.
Because you could take one coin and make one container of the silver sheen without a problem. So I mean, you'd be able to make a whole bunch, or it's better to use the bulk of that silver to make the pellets.
Yeah, that'll do. That just makes him.
Yeah, because
Make a bunch
for the 5 coin to make that dagger, you'd only be using 3 to make one of the big shots. And that's the thing. If you make one of the big shots, it's going to be. I mean, we're talking like almost cannonball, a mini cannonball. That would be a 2d10. So it's like
That's quite
it's
the
going to be
slug.
yeah
That's-
it's going to be one single ball that fits that takes up the entire space in that blunderbuss. Yeah. So when you drop it in, it's going to fill up the entire barrel.
So you get to make a slug.
Yeah. So you're going to be making a ball slug. that's going to be shot out.
Oh, that sounds good. I'll make those.
Okay.
As many as I can make.
Yeah. So that's going to be about 3 or 4 per the big ones. And however much the 50 silver, the 50 divided by...
You're going to ask him.
or if you want to do a mixture of them. The smaller pellets, I will say for the smaller pellets, you can do 2 coins for a load of the smaller pellets. So 2 coin for the smaller, which it'll do the AoE, but it's only a 2d6, and it's split between the 2 targets. You can do a little bit bigger, and it's going to be 3 coins for that, and for 1 load of that ammo. Or you can use it with your sling.
I'll just kind of do a variety pack.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you'll be able to make... Well, in the time you have, I will say you can make 10 of each.
Alright.
With what Clancy has on hand, what you have in the stash so far, yeah, you'll be able to make 10 of each. That's more than what's in the bag, but
Okay.
you're using up all that bag
Yeah,
to make all that stuff for 10 of each.
that's fine. So the guys can go requisition their own silver.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to requisition any silver.
Well, I'm just saying, if they want some silver, they can go get it themselves.
All right.
Said Kraka might want some.
Mine.
but-
Mine.
So the end of that night, you've been so hyped up for the past 3 days that you've been on fumes this past day, and just making all the stuff. It's a repetitive motion of Clancy, producing the flame for you and melting all the silver, and you casting all the silver and then dumping the silver out, redoing it over and over. It finally gets to you, and I need you to roll fortitude.
Hell yeah.
On the total?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 31.
Okay. You can feel the effects of not having sleep. You're not passed out. You think you can keep going on, but at this point you'll start suffering some penalties and you'll be wasting material.
I'll go to sleep.
Okay, so you're gonna have a nap.
So you're saying he's fatigued.
Yeah, he's fatigued. He's very fatigued. In fact, you're probably fatigued 3 right now. No, I'm just kidding.
You
There's
haven't
something.
slept in 3 days.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna be sleeping for quite a while, and as the night goes down, the moon goes up, or as the sun goes down, the moon comes out. Jakolovich is standing over the grave where he had dumped TNT. But he should hopefully be coming out soon. He pulls out props.
You get all your voices mixed up.
Yeah.
How I felt.
No. Pulls out a pocket watch and just starts looking at it, waiting to see if you come up.
Say, I'm trying to get out of here now if I'm awake.
Roll. Oh, you've been awake the
Roll
entire
that.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
in that case, get me the F out of here.
Roll in athletics.
Alright, 28.
Okay. Yeah, you start clawing your way at the dirt. You have this weird burst of energy that you're finally over the terror of this, and you're not breathing because Your lungs are full of dirt right now from having screamed and breathed it in, but you're fine. You're not dead. You should be dead. You know you should be dead because you've buried people alive before, and not really they're dead within the day.
Yeah, suffocation, asphyxiation.
Yeah. But at the same time, you're freaking out because it's like, maybe I am dead. Is this the afterlife?
Afterlife sucks.
Yeah, it's very dirty.
That's what she said.
You start clawing your way out, and as you reach up one more time to scoop it out, you can feel the wind on the back of your hand, and you're nearly there. Make another athletics.
This is where I roll like a 1 and I put my hand. Oh!
Did you jinx yourself?
I just rolled a 1. So 15 overall. So I'm like, I stabbed myself with something.
you're able. It takes you longer because you feel that air on your hand, and you're like elated, and then like you're enjoying that a little bit too much because you're taking time to feel it as you're clawing out, and you finally are able to push the dirt away, and you get up and you go to take a deep breath, and you can't because your lungs are full of dirt.
Do I start coughing and sputtering or anything?
Yeah, make a fortune.
Okay. 34.
34, actually, that's pretty good. As you start coughing and trying to retch, you feel this sensation in your chest, and it feels like you're coughing up a lung, but it's weird because as you do, this black kind of ichor comes out of your mouth, and as it does, you can see all the dirt mixed with it, but it's also that is your lungs.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I just coughed up literally my lungs.
Yep. It's like it's also kind of stuck in your throat a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Make a athletics.
Athletics 29.
29? Yeah. So you grab a hold of it and you rip,
Ow.
and you can feel that come out of you, and that sensation that something is missing from your body was just ripped out of your throat. Roll a fortitude.
31.
31? Okay. It takes you a little bit, and it feels like they're back inside you, but they're not. It's like you have no idea what just happened, and you feel like you can breathe again, but you're not breathing. But you feel fine. The weirdest sensation.
As long as I feel okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's your lungs in front of you, but yeah.
Maybe they were the pair I wasn't using.
Yeah.
Maybe I have a bad pair.
Ah, very, very good, TNT. You are a good child tonight, yes.
What have you done to me?
We have made you whole.
I don't understand.
You remember our talk a couple nights ago when I told you about the darkness, how your kind was born from it.
I remember that. I remember the beautiful young lady singing to me. Then I remember being buried alive.
Meadow, it does not sing, although it may have felt like she was singing. Bards, you can never tell these days.
True. Very true.
But no, your kind, she has seen into your past, and she knows how your family was, and It looks like one of my kind had created your lineage. And that is how you got your powers, your shadows. And this was the only way to make you complete.
So what does that mean? I'm complete then?
Complete, you are what you should have always been.
Which is what exactly?
You'll find out. Come with me. And he grabs you by the shoulder and he pulls you in, and shadows just wrap around you.
Is this like Beastmaster, those guys?
the vulture bad guys, yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be dead now. I'm not like there's gonna be like my skeleton drops to the ground next.
As the shadows envelop you, it feels like you're being displaced, like you're being moved, but you can't tell that you're being moved because you can't see anything. And then all of a sudden, the night bursts before you. Make an acrobatics.
20.
Okay. You start to slip a little bit. You don't know exactly what you are, but when you look about you, you can see that you're on a roof and you're kind of falling off the roof like you're sliding down a little bit. Make another acrobatics. See if you can catch yourself. On the roof. Like, keep yourself from falling off.
27.
Yeah, you're fine. As you start sliding down, you kind of dig your fingers into the roof and you stop yourself, and that's new. Never been able to do that before.
I'm Spider-Man, bitches.
Yeah. As you balance yourself up on the roof, you take a look at your hands, and they're claws now. Like your fingernails are thicker and stronger, and your fingers are just slightly more elongated than they were before. Not too much, but just a little bit. Oh, good. I was hoping you would catch yourself. Come. Hey, you see him just standing on the peak of the roof that you're on.
Yeah, anime things where you stand on like the skateboards, like sitting like this little.
Yeah, he's doing the crow. He's holding onto a gargoyle. No, he's just standing up there like a roofer would. A foot on either side, and he's perfectly balanced up there. Like he's been doing this his entire life. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna follow after him.
Okay.
I mean, he knows what's going on. I'm trying to learn.
As you get up closer to him, he points out, and you can see the center of the town. And where you're actually at the top of Clancy's alchemy lab.
Oh, okay.
Which is really, really high up.
Wasn't it like
Yeah.
10 stories or something
Yeah,
stupid?
yeah.
I forget how tall you said it was. It was
And
like the second highest building in the town now.
you can see the festival going on, and you see all the people walking by, and this new sensation kind of comes over you. It's like you can feel them, but not like they. Like if you just reach out, you can touch them, but you know you can't.
Because they're far away.
They're just that far away. Yeah. It's like, what do you smell? Go roll perception.
23.
23, okay. It things smell like they once were. You can smell the street, the odor that large cities normally tend to have, with all the horses and the people. The perfumes are mixing with others, and the smell of the food, and you can actually smell the alcohol, which is weird. I mean, especially this far up.
Especially at Clancy's lab.
Yeah, and inside you can actually smell Roe and Clancy. You can tell they're inside, but you can't smell Jakolovich. There's nothing coming off of him. But you can't smell Karaka. He's... I mean, if you roll... if you want to strain yourself and try and see if you can...
Yeah, I want to
find
see
something. Yeah, do another perception.
25.
25? No. Like, it's a... faint, because he's been there before, but it's... That's it. It's just faint. I want you to focus. Right there. See that little tent right there? That's... Focus on that. Tell me what you see when you focus on that. When you say focus, it kind of sounds like you're saying fuck us.
No. That happened. Tentacles. Want to talk about it? Sorry, got stuck on its side. Ooh, yes, thank you.
Oh, damn. That's an awesome.
That's a 27.
Okay.
And there's the first one of the night.
For perception?
Yes.
You only have 7?
No, 37.
Oh, 37. I thought you said 27. Okay.
If I said 20, I meant 30.
Yeah, as you look at it, it's weird because you shouldn't be able, from this high up, I mean, to tell anything about it except for colors and some of the basic shapes. But as you look down at it, you can make out the thread in the tent fabric. And you could see the people clear as day coming and going to that tent. As you're looking at it, you can smell the pies that are sold there. You can smell the people and the perfume and this new strange scent. It's almost intoxicating but revolting. It almost smells like iron, but not. It's like a sickeningly sweet smell. It's not something you've ever smelled before. Even in your line of work, before you've come here, it's not something you've smelled. And you kind of follow where it's coming from. You see this young lady walking away from the tent, holding one of the pies, and the mixture of the scent of the pie, and you can tell that sickeningly sweet is coming from her. That irony, sweet smell. She goes, good. You have found a good one there, yes.
What have I found?
Pray. You must feast. It's been 3 days. You must eat to complete the transformation. There's only one way to do that. That is to feast upon one of them.
Very well.
Let us hunt. Grabs you by the shoulder. Shadows wrap around you again, and then feel yourself move. It's almost like a fast pace, and like you could, if your heart was beating, it would be beating fast with how fast this was going. And you find yourself, the night opened back up. You're in a side alley in some of the buildings and stuff. Roll perception.
22.
22? Okay. The scent it's there. Like, you're locked onto it, but you can tell it's a little bit further away. It was here, but it's almost like you can see it in the air, just wafting. Do you want to follow it?
Sounds good to me.
Good.
Smells like something I want to take a piece of.
Good. Let us be on our way then. Steps out into the alley with you and walking down the street. You can see up ahead about 60 feet is that source. Is that young lady, brilliant blue dress, black-heeled shoes, her hair up in a little bun, and on the side, little curlicues coming down. Oh, she smells sweet.
You do know Liz's favorite color is blue. Is that why you did that?
Oh shit, I did not. Well, now that she watches,
She does not.
she needs to.
Can I get a text message? Babe, don't you dare! I'm gonna make sure she does not ever see this episode.
What do you do?
I keep following after her.
Okay.
This is
you doing
actually very similar to my assassinations that I used to do. There's something about this that is appealing.
Do you want to go stealthily about it, or?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, stealth.
Okay, 29. I can take 10 on stealth and it's a 19.
That's
so.
true. Okay. As you're walking along, you can kind of feel the shadows wanting to tug you over into the darkness a little bit more that's up against the buildings. And
I follow after their lead.
yeah, you can feel yourself kind of brush up against one of the walls that is right after one of the lights, and it's pitch black, and that you can kind of feel your shoulder hit the wall, but then sink into the wall where the darkness was. And you feel that once in a while, and you can reach your hand out once in a while as you're walking by, and as you do and you touch the wall, your hand like goes into the darkness, into the shadows. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't feel different, it feels
That's what
like you're...
Kolovich was doing.
Yeah, so you can... But you're paying it no mind because you're focused on her. It's just something that you're doing at the same time, and it's just... Because it feels like home, almost. Like it's that piece of you that you've been missing, but now it's there. You found it. And after a little bit, she kind of turns a corner on the street and down one of the alleys to a back way to one of her houses. And go around the corner, and you can see it's a dead end at one of them. And that's where the trash was normally piled up and stuff before the street cleaners come. And she stops at...
That's for the Facebook page.
She stops at one of the doors, and you can see her bring up the pie to her nose and take a big intake of air. What do you do?
I sneak up behind her.
Alright, roll stealth.
Okay. Do you want me to actually roll it or just take 10?
It's up to you.
Okay, 22.
Yeah, you catch her right as she's taken the last of that dark breath, and you come up right behind her. What do you do?
I'm going to grapple with her, but I'm going to make sure I cover her mouth so she can't scream.
Okay, go ahead and roll athletics.
32.
Yeah!
Like, unless she's got like the Hulk, She-Hulk strength or
Yeah,
something.
no, this is just a common 19-year-old girl. It's fine. So yeah, you, with a swiftness that you haven't felt before, just that burst of energy, you clamp your hand around her mouth and kind of dig your new nails into her face to make sure it doesn't come off. And that's a sensation because you're trying to be gentle, but at the same time it's forceful. Like it's a newfound strength that you haven't felt. And you wrap your other arm around her waist. Do you want to lift her away, or?
I want to try and disappear into the shadows.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth. Actually, roll it.
Okay.
Not take it in.
Well, that's why I got the 22 instead of...
Yeah, I know.
Alright. 33.
Okay. Yeah, you drag her with that strength and that swiftness, and you go into a corner of where the trash is and stuff, and as you get there, you can kind of see that shadows wrap around you, but it's not complete darkness. It's almost like a veil has just come over that area. But you know that you're secluded right there. You're not folding into the shadows or anything. It's kind of like protecting you. Think of it like Harry Potter when he's under the cloak of invisibility.
Yeah.
Where you see that thin black sheen in front of you. It's like that.
I was thinking more sort of online the one spell that,
No.
you know, the illusion spell that protect
Yeah,
the
the
wall.
obscure, yeah. No, this is just using the shadows to hide you at that point. What do you do?
Take this off.
I feast.
Alright, roll the athletics. Well, because I mean she's bound. I mean she can't fight you.
She's grappled, but I can...
Yeah, go. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, go ahead and sink your fangs in.
Okay, using my hand that's wrapped around her face, I tilt her head to the side and I feast.
Chop. All right, make a will save.
Oh, yes! 34.
Awesome. Okay. As you sink your fangs in and you feel that gush of blood fill your mouth, you just start sucking it down, and it's for some reason it doesn't faze you at all. What you're doing, like it feels natural. You're loving it. You've taken lives, but not like this. This is the true essence of life is now going down your throat hole. I'm sorry, I love Little Nicky. I can't help it.
Throat hole.
Down your throat hole. You take a bite and you let it slide down your throat hole.
Oh, I took a bite, all right. and yeah.
You can hear her stifled moans, and she's trying to fight you, but your strength just has her in place. Roll another wheel.
Yeah, that's not good. 17.
17. Oof. Yeah, you want to feast. Before there was like, I'm hungry. Now it's, I want it all. I want everything inside of her, and you can feel this almost bestial urge inside you, and the shadows start to get a little hyped up. They're like, yeah. They're not saying anything, but you can feel that general energy coming from them. It's like, do it, drink it all,
Do it.
do it.
Okay, Emperor Palpatine.
She is now at train 2. Ooh, this ain't good. Roll another will.
I feel this, she's gonna die. 32.
That sensation of the shadows urging you on to kill an innocent girl that has done nothing wrong snaps you out of it. And you feel revolted at what you're doing, and even though you're an assassin, that humanity that still drives you,
She's not a target.
that code, yeah. And you pull yourself away from her, and her body goes limp, and she falls upon the ground. You roll perception.
27.
Yeah, you bend down and kind of feel out her neck, and she's alive, but her pulse is weak.
Can I do medicine or nature to help keep her from dying?
Yeah, you can do medicine.
Okay. It's right on this edge between 20 and 7. I'm like, okay. There we go. 30.
30? Okay. Yeah, for some strange reason, you feel this urge come over you, and you kind of, with your fangs, you tear the flesh on your thumb, and the blood that comes out, it's not that red. It's almost a blackish purple, and you run it along the puncture holes in her neck, and you see them just close up, and you can see her breathing kind of starts to
Stabilize.
even out a little bit, but she's still out of it. Like, she was at drain 3. One more, you would have killed her.
Okay. So if she's good, I'm getting out of there.
You're just gonna leave her in the trash?
Well, no, I mean, I'm going to take her where she was trying to go initially, put her up against the door or something.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You're just gonna leave your victim right there in the trash? Wow.
I'm not a 2-bit hooker.
Oh my god.
I have a little bit more to me than that. I mean, I want her to be found.
Okay.
If the pie is still good, I want to put that in her lap so she can enjoy that later.
Actually, when you grabbed her, she dropped it, and there's only like half still in the pie tin. The other half is on the ground, and it was a grape pie too. Not a grape, but a grape. Grape jam.
Yeah,
pie.
I lead her up against the door to where she was trying to go with the half the pie that's still good. I put that in her lap, and
You got to knock on the door? Or?
yeah, I'll knock on the door and then disappear.
Okay.
I'll lead her up against the door, then her next to the door, so the door should fall in.
Okay.
I've played with you for too long. I know exactly what you're thinking.
So you have her up against the door sill, and you knock really loudly, and you ding dong ditch. Do you want to see if anybody answers the door? Okay. It takes about a minute, and the door opens up, and you see this middle-aged man come. It's like, you can't make out what he's saying because just everything's in your head now. You're filled up with the blood from her, and that scent is in your mouth. It's just intoxicating. In fact, I need you to make a fortitude save.
32.
You're drunk.
Woohoo!
You've never been drunk in your life before? But yeah, you're drunk on blood. Maybe she was drunk too?
Roll to see if I'm
But
getting
you
drunk
don't
yet.
know. But you can tell you're drunk. I mean, you're not passed out or anything, or at that level, but it's making your mind a little foggy. But you can make out that. What is it? The regular guy? Yeah, I'll take him. No. And you can make out that it's her father. He's kind of disappointed. He picks her up and brings her inside. Do you want to take a little break? Or? That's fine. We'll go back to you for a little bit.
So good.
Yeah, as you're falling asleep a little bit, you start having dreams of all this stuff that you can do, all this silver. It's almost like the Big Lebowski dreamscape, where the bowling and stuff, but it's like the coins, and you're doing the Scrooge McDuck. You're like jumping into the coins, and you're swimming around, and it's acting like water and everything. And just the formulas for all the stuff that you can make. And
How long has it been since I was at Mad Brown's?
it's
It's been 3 days yet?
Yeah, it's been the 3 days.
Alright, so I'm going to go back over there.
Yeah, right now you're dreaming of
Yeah.
silver and pretty things. And you can hear this music.
Silver and hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, silver and hors d'oeuvres, man. You're just eating those little pastry puffs, you know.
So, yeah, I'm swimming
Over
through
there.
a bowl of pigs in a blanket.
Yeah, pigs in a blanket. And you're like, playing with the coins while eating, and then you kind of chomp down, and it's a silver coin, and you're playing with a bunch of the hors d'oeuvres and stuff. As you...
Sorry, this is the 4th liter of water.
Yeah, no,
I've
it's like-
had an energy drink, so
As you go around the corner, you're standing directly next to one of the lights. Roll perception.
28.
As you're standing there, you kind of look around in your dazedness. You can see that you're not giving off a shadow. I mean, there's the shadows all around you. You can tell that yours are like hugging the buildings and stuff, but you're not putting off a shadow anymore. And as you kind of, in your weird drunken state, you look into one of the windows that's right there on the building, and there should be some kind of reflection, but because you can see the building behind you, and you can see a horse carrying a buggy goes by, but you're not there.
Those the zombies? She's not there, right?
Nah.
Okay. I am literally a creature of the night.
And all of a sudden you feel this smack on your back. Good job. Good job. I was worried there for a minute that you would go too far, but it seems your humanity has saved you this night. Which is good. You will need it. And you see this like cat, solid black cat, just kind of crawl up onto Jakolovich's shoulder. They just kind of nuzzle his neck, and then hops off and runs away and like melds into the shadows. We must get you back to Clancy. Things have taken a turn. I have found what was stolen.
What has happened?
Best to tell the others in Clancy.
Very well.
And he grabs you by the shoulder, and you feel the shadows just wrap around you, and then you disappear.
Oh, hell, he can teleport.
When do I get to do that?
And then all of a sudden, bro, you come out of your sleep when you hear this giant thud on the ground. And you look around and you see Jakolovich and TNT just standing there. And Clancy's like, oh, please don't do that again, yes.
Where the why did he come from?
You've been out and about.
We have been enjoying the festival, yes. It's good to see you, Ro. How have you been these past few days?
Well, I've been good, but you got some cheapskate liars that come to your house. I'm telling you that much.
What do you expect from the rich? They are all liars.
He has a point.
But something was stolen from me the night of my ball.
It wasn't me.
Oh, I know it was not you.
Depends on,
in
like,
fact.
pushing the hors d'oeuvres off the table.
He notices, he doesn't even say a thing. He's like, whatever. No, I had a crate stolen, or well, the contents of a crate stolen with a very important object. In fact, that is where I left off from meeting y'all. Is I went to go check on that because my alarms had gone off, and
I saw that there was something missing from one of your manifests.
yes, it was labeled a flesh golem. Unfortunately, what they took was the heart of the flesh golem, and thankfully, although maybe not thankfully, the head was left behind, along with a very precious vial. However, I feel that the one that took it may be able to replicate it.
When we first got here, this book was open to the Flesh Golem page.
Take the book, open to the page, and I show him.
He looks at it, it's like, kind of skims it with his fingers. Yes. I fear that is what they were planning. Clancy, this is not good. I fear they may be striking soon, but I have found where they have taken it. It is not somewhere we can go easily. It is in one of the other kingdoms.
Road trip!
Clancy's like, oh dear me. Oh my god, I just went Scottish. Jesus Christ. Where's my Swedish?
Och no.
No.
Truly not, just on the road.
I don't know where we're going.
Another kingdom. Remember, Clancy, high-pitched,
Yeah, I know.
flamboyant.
Well, just let me know and I'll be able to bring you there. Oh, god damn it, I can't do it. Freaking Fridays, man.